What's going on, y'all? Machiavelli Mills TV. If you're new to this channel, please hit that like button and hit the subscribe button. If you're old to this channel and you've been supporting me for a long time, first of all, I greatly appreciate the continued support. And second of all, please, y'all always say this, please hit that like button. It means a lot to me, right? So once again, if you're new to this channel, I talk about everything from relationship advice to life advice to sports, to celebrity news, to world news, whatever you can name it. I've even talked about college advice, and I will get back to doing that since college is on the horizon for a lot of the first-time college students, a lot of freshmen entering college. But today I'm gonna get back into some boxing news. So the legendary fighter Floyd Mayweather Jr., the icon, he has spoke out. And it seems to me that he gave my dog, Errol Spence Jr. an out or an excuse for why he may have lost against Terence Crawford. Right? Now, y'all know I'm one of the biggest Errol Spence Jr. fans you can find. For real, I really am, right? I rock with the brother, and I'm riding with him till the wheels fall off, and even after the wheels fall off, I'm still walking with the brother because I fool with that dude, man, for real. Anyway, Floyd Mayweather basically was saying, he said this. He said, if I was training Errol Spence or if I was in his corner, I don't think he should be fighting at 147 pounds at all. I don't think he should be fighting at 154 pounds. I think he should be fighting at 160 or 168. Now, this is Floyd possibly alluding to the fact that Errol Spence could have been weight drained while fighting Terence Crawford. Now, some may say I'm reaching, right? He could be just saying he needs to fight his natural weight. But it seemed like he could be saying that, hey, Errol was weight drained against Terence Crawford. Now, y'all know me. Again, I don't make no excuses for that L. I just feel like Terence Crawford has Errol Spence's number. I think at 154 pounds, the result could be the same. You know what I mean? Would be the same, honestly, because I think Errol is not quick enough, not fast enough to do the body work that he does against other fighters against Terence Crawford. I think Terence's reflexes are greater than anybody else's that Errol Spence has fought. I feel like his counterpunching is better than anybody else that Errol Spence has fought. And I think his hands are a lot quicker than what Errol Spence anticipated, because he couldn't really anticipate Terence Crawford's jab coming towards him, right? But I just think this is a case of a fighter having another fighter's number. And that happens in boxing a lot. But nonetheless, he say, hey, Errol Spence would be fighting up, even up above the weight class that Errol Spence said he would be fighting at next, 154. He's saying go to 160, right? Now, Errol Spence has been called a weight bully over the years by a lot of his detractors. They said, hey, this is cheating. This dude walks around at 175 pounds, 180. Why is he coming all the way down to 147? To me, though, I feel like if you can make that weight, if you can make it, hey, go ahead and do your thing. You know what I mean? Errol Spence has never been a guy who's missed weight. He's never been a guy who has struggled. Like, well, I don't know if he probably struggled to make the weight, I'm sure. But he's never been a guy who came out on the scales and then, he was overweight and he had to go piss it out, or he had to go jog around, or he had to go sweat it out some more, get on the treadmill. I've never heard of that surrounding Errol Spence. So, he was making the weight for sure. But some people feel like, he needs to be fighting at a bigger class. It's cheating. Now, again, some may look at this and say, Floyd is really trying to defend Errol. Like, he really in support of Errol Spence. I will challenge you all and say this is really more about Floyd Mayweather Jr. than it is about Errol Spence Jr., right? What it is this. I feel that Floyd Mayweather is trying to create some separation between him and Terence Crawford. After Bud Crawford's dominating win, you had a lot of people comparing him to Floyd Mayweather, right? Excuse me. You had a lot of people like, I don't know, man. He could beat Floyd. He possibly can beat him. Excuse me. You got a lot of people that's like, man, he could give Floyd a run for his money. He could possibly stop Floyd, so on and so forth. I think Floyd heard that and say, hold on, wait a second, especially since Errol Spence really got his claim to fame from giving Floyd Mayweather great work. After Floyd Mayweather came out of jail and Errol came to spar him, and Errol really pushed him. He challenged Floyd Mayweather in a major way. And it's like, hold on, if this dude challenged me and you got him up out of there easy, hell no. Let me come out and say something that could make me look a little better in the fact that Errol Spence allegedly challenged me. Well, because Floyd Mayweather even admitted to Errol challenging him in a great fashion, right? And he said that Errol Spence would be future champion, which he was, right? But also, like I said, people are saying that Terence Crawford would beat Floyd Mayweather now. So Floyd like, hold on, wait a second now. Wait a second. I ain't having this. Y'all ain't saying this dude finna come in and beat me. So we gonna say, man, the dude that he fought was really weight drained. We gonna say the dude he fought was really not at his best. We gonna say the dude that he fought that everybody is giving him praise for, hey, he really not that strong at 147. We're not seeing the best of Errol Spence. We will see the best of him at a higher weight class. And Terence Boy Crawford may have took advantage of a guy who was weight drained, who was not at his best abilities. And to that, I always say this, man. Hey, you make the weight, you decide to fight at that weight, that's on you. Errol Spence is not making any excuses for the loss. He's taking it like a man, like a soldier, like a gangster. And I'm saluting him all the way. You know what I mean? But this is not about him really wanting to take off of Errol. This is more about him, I believe. He don't want nobody to come close to his legacy, because now you got people comparing the resumes. Terence Crawford is 40-0 now, 31 knockouts. He got more knockouts than Floyd already. Is he a better fighter than Floyd? Is he a more menacing puncher? He's a two-time undisputed champion. Floyd Mayweather was never undisputed champion at any time throughout his career. He was never undisputed. Is Terence Crawford better than him? Right? Just look at his verbiage, right? He's talking about when he fought, and again, let me say this too. Floyd Mayweather, people talk about a narcissist. Floyd Mayweather probably the best skill fighter I've ever seen in my life. He got the best skill package I've ever fucking seen. Outside of being a knockout artist, like he was a knockout artist at his lower weights. At the lower weight, 135, 140, something like that, 130. When he moved up in weight, his hands started to become brittle. And that's what stopped him from being this menacing puncher, for sure. But all around skill package, I've never seen no shit like that in my life. What I've seen Floyd Mayweather equipped with, right? But, he's started talking about how throughout his career, he was never given credit. And again, Floyd talk about himself all the damn time. And again, he's earned the right to be an all-time great and to say he's all-time great, but he's a narcissist, for sure. Like a lot of athletes are. A lot of my favorite athletes are. You know what I mean? But, so this is what he said. He basically started talking about, he said when he fought Canelo Alvarez, he was basically Terence Crawford's age. 35. Floyd might have been 36 when he fought Canelo. Canelo was in his early 20s, 22? When he fought Floyd Mayweather, right? And he was saying how basically when he fought Canelo, he didn't get no credit for that win. And then he was saying also when he was in his 30s and he was fighting other guys who were in their 30s, they were never giving him credit for those wins. They was always saying the guy was out of their prime. They were, beyond their good years. They were damaged goods. They were trailing off when Floyd got to them, so on and so forth. As a way, I think, to say, hold on, Terence Crawford is also in his 30s. Why is he getting all this credit for beating somebody in their 30s when they didn't give me the same credit? They were saying when I fought a guy in their 30s, they was washed up. Even when they were younger than me. When Floyd Mayweather, again, Floyd was much older, was 3 years older than Terence when he fought Manny Pacquiao, right? But Manny Pacquiao was younger than Floyd. And he like, look, when I fought Manny, we 38, he 36. Nobody gave me credit. They said he was over the hill. He was washed up. You know what I'm saying? So wait a minute. I think he's saying those things of how he didn't get credit for beating guys in their 30s to say, why is Terence Crawford getting all of this credit for beating Errol Spence in his 30s when, I never got that same credit. So I think Floyd is trying to create separation between him and Terence Crawford because he don't like nobody getting close to his legacy. If you notice, man, Floyd has always been like this. Again, one of my favorite fighters of all time. I love watching him because I'm a student of the sweet science, right? That is boxing. But I know about the dude's personality traits. I know about the guy's, how he come across. I know about his tendencies to try to put the spotlight all on him at all times. When Deontay Wilder was 42-0, 41-0, 42-0, something like that. And people were talking about, is he going to break Floyd Mayweather's record? And Deontay was stopping everybody. Around that same time, Floyd Mayweather was coming out talking about how these guys not making nowhere near as much money as he made. And he talking about even he was alluding to the heavyweights. They not making the bank he was making. They wasn't breaking the bank like him. And, You know, I felt like it was like what are you trying to do? Why are you trying to throw them under the bus? Why are you trying to trash them? Why are you trying to belittle them? Are you upset that people are looking at the resume even though they're not even in the same fucking weight class at all? Right? But he heard those talks about, hey, are you gonna beat Floyd Mayweather's record of 50-0? Because interviewers were asking Deontay Wilder about that. As he was, hey, you 8 wins away from being 50-0. What do you think is going to happen in your career? You think you're going to get that? So on and so forth. He was getting that type of pub and press, and I don't think Floyd Mayweather liked that. You know, a lot of celebrities, man, a lot of great athletes, they don't want their records broken. They will never, a lot of them won't say it, but they don't want their records broken. Some will be staunch in saying they don't want it. Like, Hank Aaron did not want Barry Bonds to break his record. I don't think Kareem Abdul-Jabbar really wanted LeBron James to beat his record at all either, which is why he started throwing shots at LeBron James as LeBron started to get closer. He started taking shots at LeBron here and there. I'm like, where is this coming from? Kareem had nothing but great things to say about LeBron until he started getting close to that record. So I think Floyd, like, hold on now. He ain't the same thing I am now. I don't care how many undisputed belts, how many times he's been undisputed champion. Floyd probably saying he don't care if he beat Jermell Charlo. Floyd like, hold on, I've beaten more world champions throughout my career than Terence Crawford has. You know, and this is the thing though. Floyd has given Terence credit in saying that he's the closest thing that he's seen to himself. He's basically the next, he's the next dude. He said that about Terence Crawford. He's saying that dude had the abilities to be one of the best pound-for-pound fighters in the world. And he gave Terence the utmost respect. But I think now he like, hold your fucking horses now. He ain't beat me. Cut that shit out. I don't think he likes that at all. So now he's trying to create separation. Like, hey, don't compare us. I beat such and such. How many? Floyd beat almost 30 world champions, right? And he like, hold on, how many is Terence beat? He like, look, he probably saying too, he ain't fought the same opposition I beat. And hey, I've accomplished more. So don't try to compare our legacy and try to say he better than me. I really don't think Floyd liked that at all, man. So I think him saying that Errol Spence was weight drained was not really about him taking up for Errol, right? Errol, because Errol handling this like a grown man. Like, I don't need nobody to defend me. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is, man. But I think it's more about him trying to defend his legacy and say, no, ain't nobody better than me. Cut it out. Y'all let me know if I'm reaching in the comment section below. Machiavelli Mills TV, I'm out. Peace.